Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen the unhinged story that is the SSSniperwolf Jacksfilms drama. They've been chirping back and forth at each other for the last like couple months, I think. I don't know how many videos Jacksfilms has made accusing SSSniperwolf of just stealing content and not being a good creator, not crediting the content, the creators of the content that she's reacting to, and just kind of doing this low quality content stuff, which I think she, probably kind of deserves. He's obviously benefiting a lot from it, but I'm definitely on Jacksfilms' side too. But again, it was all kind of like this internet drama back and forth, and then it escalated into SSSniperwolf doxing Jacksfilms outright, and he uploaded a little video. I haven't seen this video yet.
Last night, Sniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults." In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. Sniperwolf needs to be deplatformed. In this exact moment, she turned from a mere content thief to someone who doxes and stalks her critics. To everyone that's reached out to us, thank you. We're fine, we're just a little shaken up. But mainly, we feel violated. We no longer feel safe in our own home, because we're dealing with someone who genuinely thinks they're in the right for A, stalking me, and B, posting our home to her massive audience. What a disgusting abuse of clout that is. This is irresponsible at best and flat out dangerous at worst. YouTube needs to step in and take action. If this goes unpunished, then it sets a terrifying precedent that you can dox and stalk your critics so long as you have a big YouTube audience. If she truly wanted to talk with me, she could have done so through many other means. But there's one thing you don't do. You do not show up at someone's house. That's simply a line you do not cross. There is zero justification for this. She claims in her story that I've been harassing her. No, Sniperwolf, I've not been harassing you at all. In my videos on Jacksfilms, I've been critiquing her non-transformative commentary, I point out cases of content theft and freebooting, and I credit the creators she steals from. I've been critical of her content, but that does not equate to harassment. What is harassment is coming to our home, sharing it for millions to see, and taunting me to come out. YouTube needs to take swift action and ban her from the platform ASAP. And the same goes for Instagram. Speaking of, Sniperwolf is already making light of the situation, as if stalking someone is a quirky thing to do. No one should feel unsafe in their own home. And thanks to Sniperwolf, my wife and I now do. So YouTube, please do the right thing and get her off the platform. Anyone who weaponizes their fan base like she did does not deserve a space here.
It's absolutely wild. That's the story. You're pretty much all caught up to speed if you didn't know any of this drama beforehand. They have been chirping back and forth for a long time. I think Jacksfilms, he is a really OG YouTuber. If you guys, Jacksfilms, he's been on YouTube for a long time. There's this channel with 5 million. No, he has another channel that's not this, right?
In 2017,
3 days ago. Wait, is this the channel that I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, it's been around since 2006. Yeah, he's been around forever, but he created this new channel.
I made this dumb sketch called Protein Shake. And the
Jacksfilms.
whole joke was, uh-oh, he's that.
It was like an alt channel to just kind of make fun of Sniperwolf. Yeah, it was like a reaction channel. And so he's been making videos kind of like making fun of her and giving credit to the creators that she reacts to in her videos, but doesn't actually credit. So I'm definitely on Jacksfilms' side here. It seems just insane that Sniperwolf can get away with something like that. I don't know what her defense was. I don't know if she even had one. Let me go to Twitter and check. I don't know if she tweeted out anything. I think from, I don't want to misquote her, but I think from the grapevine through this story, what I heard is that she said her defense was something along the lines of, I didn't know it was doxing. I didn't mean to dox you. I saw she brought sexism into it. Yeah, she was making some argument that like, oh, I only get harassed for this, or I only get called out for stealing content and for being a reaction channel because I'm a female creator, which is just such bullshit. If you know anything about like the online world, you know that XQC just went through a whole bunch of controversy where he was getting shit on for just stealing content on on stream. Yeah, so it looks like she rarely tweets. Her most recent stuff is from August. I don't know if she said anything. Maybe she said something in her Instagram story. I don't know. I'm scared to go through like the sniperwolf hashtag on Twitter because I don't know if we'll end up coming across anything not so good. You just never know on Twitter. Just talk to YouTube support and wow, they've changed their approach. They are actively changing the rules to protect SSSniperwolf. YouTube no longer cares about its creators. This is unacceptable. I think shit like this is really dumb. Just going through no offense to the real Sully, but going through regular YouTube support chat line that like every creator has access to and talking about this to somebody who, is just like on the moderator team of YouTube, which probably consists of like hundreds, if not thousands of people. Yeah, it just seems stupid, right? Like you're going to send Google support a message. Hey, I have a quick community guidelines question. Sure. Someone on YouTube has been making jokes about me. Am I allowed to drive to their house, post their address? And then, yeah, like these people are just going to give like a scripted response. That's all they can do. And then to say that like this is YouTube's answer and they're changing the rules. It's just, bro, I'm a fan of him. Yeah, Jacksfilms he's definitely a creative, funny guy. I think it's hard to not be on his side with this story. I don't know how you're not. I'd be really surprised if YouTube took any action against this, unfortunately. I think that's the big thing that sucks. I don't think they'll end up doing anything. I think it's for a couple reasons. One, as much as it sucks and as much as doxing is a serious situation, I don't know if this situation, I want to tread lightly when I say this because I don't want to say something I don't mean, but I don't know if this situation is like serious enough for YouTube to say something publicly because there's no shot YouTube doesn't know about this story. It's definitely crossed, like if you work at YouTube, if you're any higher up that works at, that's on like the policy enforcement or moderation enforcement or like that works on the terms of service at YouTube, you're aware of this story. Sniperwolf is one of your largest creators. Jacksfilms has been on the platform since 2006. This has gotten a lot of media attention. There's no way you don't know about this already. If you haven't said anything, that kind of is you saying something. So I think they probably won't say something because I don't know if the situation is bad enough, even though it is bad. Situations, in order for platforms to come out and say something in reaction to something that's happened on their platform, usually something really, really, really bad has to happen, especially if you're the size that YouTube is. And Sniperwolf is kind of like a golden child. She's like on, one of their star creators. I wouldn't be surprised if she's easily bringing in over $1 million a month on her YouTube channel, maybe even 10 million. I don't know. It depends on how many views she's getting a month, but she is responsible for, not that that's a significant percentage of YouTube's overall revenue. It's not like if they got rid of her, their bank account would hurt. It would hurt their bottom line. But yeah, she's just massive, and she's one of their golden creators. So I don't know if they'll ever say anything for those two reasons. That's impossible with how many dislikes she's getting. Well, the amount of revenue that she's going to generate isn't based off of how many likes or dislikes or comments she's going to get. It's just views. It's how many people watch her, how many people watch her content. And if you go to her social blade, it is gross how many views she gets a month. Yeah, 166 million views in the last 30 days. And I think that's pretty much all long form content. I don't know if she even uploads shorts. Okay, she does. So I'm sure that accounts for some of it. How often does she upload though? This was uploaded on October 10th. Okay, so she definitely does. How many shorts does she have? Does she have a lot? Doesn't even have a whole lot of shorts. I mean, look at these views on these videos. Like she's going to keep getting views. She's just going to keep uploading. This isn't going to hurt her. Again, this is very like, we talked about this before. It's very, this is very just like NPC. She just makes content, very general audience content, I guess would be the nicer, not mean way to put it. But she gets ridiculous views. She brings in a lot of revenue for YouTube and for herself, obviously. So yeah, it's a real shame that YouTube probably won't do anything about this. And when I say that, like, I don't think the situation is bad enough, I mean, like, usually if this had resulted in somebody getting physically injured, I think YouTube would have had to say something. Yeah, like the fact that she also, I'm pretty sure her justification, I think I heard it in a Philip DeFranco might have actually mentioned it in his video.
We've got new and completely. Also, don't know, Sniperwolf is an absolute.
I think SSSniperwolf said, I didn't mean to dox, which that'd be kind of like saying, oh, I didn't mean to shoot that person. Doesn't take away the fact that you did it. And you've been on with how long SSSniperwolf's been on YouTube for, there's no way she doesn't know what doxing is. She posted, hey, I'm close to Jacksfilms' house. Should I show up to him? Should I show up to his house, guys? And then post a picture of the front of his home to her Instagram story. There's no way she doesn't know what she's doing in that moment. The most charitable take you can have on this is that she just made a mistake and an oopsie, just wasn't thinking. Worst case scenario, she's weirdly trying to dox Jacksfilms in the hopes that somebody from her audience goes to his house and tries to start some physical shit in real life. It's just weird and creepy. But yeah, it pisses me off the fact that she probably won't actually face any justice for this too. I don't know. Are there any legal ramifications to this either? Like, I don't know what the laws are around doxing, but yeah, the fact that I don't believe a word that she says about it. She doesn't know what doxing means, but let's listen to this.
Hundreds and hundreds of millions of views each month. She's best known for her cosplay and her React content, and that specific content has gotten a lot of heat. With a lot of people saying the React content, it's not transformative. She's just stealing and siphoning content from other people and benefiting from it. And among her many critics, one of her biggest ones is a creator by the name of Jacksfilms. He's an old school YouTuber. I think he's been on the platform for like 17 years. And over the past few months, he's really highlighted this problem. With that, he's made a ton of videos criticizing Sniperwolf for her reaction videos, both making fun of her, but also at the same time giving credit.
I just want to see if he covers what she says in reaction to all this, like if she had a defense.
Over the weekend, it escalated from just some internet thing to the real world, with her posting an Instagram story with a poll saying, should I visit Jacksfilms? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. And as it turns out, she wasn't joking, because she ended up posting from outside his house saying, let's talk like adults, Jacksfilms, and in that showing the exterior of his home. But of course, in this video, we have to blur it out because we're not psychopaths. Now, she ended up deleting those posts after getting backlash, but Jacksfilms went to Twitter to write, Sniperwolf just doxed me on her Instagram. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. YouTube demonetizes dangerous, quote, creator, or just get her off your platform. She posted an Instagram story right outside her home and deleted it. In what universe do you think that's okay? In what reality do you
live
in?
What's up, Rodney? How you doing, man?
Is justified. She's no longer a, quote, silly creator that steals content, teehee. She's a creep that stalks and threatens her critics. Nah, fuck that. Time to get her off YouTube. But then Sniperwolf shot back at a handful of posts on her Instagram story saying his claims are
accusing me of doxing is defamation. Accusing me of doxing is defamation? Nope. It's actually not. That's not defamatory, especially not when you actually did it. I have no idea how to dox. He literally posted his address on Google and said I threatened him and doxed him. Okay. People also had this brain dead mentality when it came to the some of the Nina Agdal, Dylan Dennis, Logan Paul drama. When the hype for that fight was all being generated by Dylan Dennis on Twitter, when he was just harassing Logan Paul's fiance, posting pictures of her. Everybody who was on Dylan Dennis's side and everybody that was slut shaming her was saying that, like, oh, these pictures are publicly available online. Therefore, there's no law being broken here. These pictures are publicly available. What's the problem? It can still be harassment. You can still harass somebody with publicly available information. Just because you can find it on Google doesn't make it not harassment or doesn't make it not doxing. People have to understand that, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to find the information privately and then make it public yourself. Also, in a weird way, you could literally look at this post and infer that SSSniperwolf is saying this as a way to tell her audience where to find his address without posting it herself. It's, yeah, and I don't know. I don't know. That might be too much of a stretch to accuse her of that, because I don't think that's what she's trying to do here. But the fact that she found his address on Google, yeah. The fact that she would have had to, she's admitting to going to look for it too, which is just crazy.
Defamation, and she doesn't know how to dox. And adding, he literally posted his address on Google and said, I threatened him and doxed him. And adding, this creep has been harassing me for months, and then plays victim, saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. If you just wanted to talk to him, just DM him. That's what Jacksfilms says. I have no ill intentions. It's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. Yeah, well, I mean, it's really sad when people have to steal the content created by other people in order to pay their bills. That's really sad, isn't it? For months, then plays victim, saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. I have no ill intentions. She also posted a video saying,
this guy's entire channel is just me. Every for the past few months has been about me. And it's just like on.
This is obsessive behavior. Is this really the only thing you can get views on YouTube? Don't you have a wife? God, she's so pathetic, dude. She got a lot of shit in the gaming community a long time ago too, didn't she? For like, I don't know if it was confirmed that she faked gameplays or she was just kind of being a toxic, obnoxious person. She got kicked out of there and now she's just doing this like scummy React content. I don't know her personally, and but yeah, she doesn't strike me as a good person. She's not a good person. She doesn't seem like a good person at all.
And then his streams, this dude is just like low-key harassing.
He's critiquing the shitty content that you make, and her just throwing around buzzwords like suing for defamation, restraining order. You're so stupid if you think you have any ground to stand on for stuff like that.
Jack then replying to all this and saying
she ends this with, should I get a restraining order? Well, one of us showed up to the other's house tonight and it wasn't me.
Ends with, should I get a restraining order? Well, one of us showed up to the other's house tonight and it wasn't me. And saying the harassing you claim I've been doing is documenting recent examples of you stealing creators' content, stealing jokes, and failing to provide transformative commentary. Documenting where you stealing creators' content, stealing jokes, and failing to provide transformative commentary.
Obviously, it struck a nerve, but wow, doxing me was not on my bingo card.
Obviously, it struck a
doxing is just, that's unhinged. Like showing up at somebody's, that's just so weird.
Nerve, but wow, doxing me was not on my bingo card. There is no reality where you're in the right here. And then regarding the claims that she doesn't even know how to dox, he said, you posted a video tonight of you outside her.
Yeah, her claiming she doesn't know how to dox. She's been on YouTube for how long? She has to know what doxing is. As much as like we can point at her and just say she creates dumb, annoying, boring content, she's not stupid. right? Like you don't necessarily create content at this level and make this much money for just being brain dead. I'm not saying she's the smartest person in the world, but she's not stupid. She's smart enough to know what doxing is.
Her home for your 5 million plus followers to see while my wife and I were inside. I can't make it any simpler than that. If that's not doxing, why did you delete it? And all this has unsurprisingly spawned
And YouTube's not going to do anything, dude.
tons of responses online. A few defending her, but largely it seems like people are on Jack's side. Saying things like her saying I found his address on Google was nothing more than a thinly veiled attempt to tell her audience, here's where you can find the information.
Yeah, that's literally the point that
Get somebody hurt. As well as I don't care if you're a fan of Sniperwolf or not, Jack did not deserve to be doxxed over what amounts to YouTube drama. Fuck out of here, man. And personally, my opinion here, I used the words in the beginning. I think this is disgusting, it is dangerous, and it is reckless. This is just something you do not do. This crosses a line. In my opinion, when she says there was no ill intent, I just wanted to talk, that sounds like bullshit to me. Or you just want to talk? DM. You posted all this, including the front of his home, publicly. At the very least, this was an intimidation tactic. At the very worst, you were hoping that something escalates. And her posting after all the big reactions to her story, like joking about the incident, saying, we show up to your house, what do you do? I feel like that
yeah, it just shows she doesn't actually understand the severity of the situation. Just because you don't know what it is doesn't mean you didn't do it. Right, exactly. It's kind of like the argument that I made before. It's not really a true one-to-one, right? But like if you shot and killed someone and then said, oh, I didn't know that was what was, it's like, you know, it's not a great example, right? Because like intent does matter in that situation. But yeah, it's just, I flat out, I just don't believe her. And I don't think any reasonable person would believe her when she says, I don't know what docs. She gives off this bratty, entitled energy. And I'm not just saying that because she's a girl. Like, it's just, she just feels like a fucking bad person. Pretty sure GFuel did something before YouTube. They posted something on Twitter. Did they actually? I always gotta like hide my screen whenever I go to Twitter because you just never know. Sniperwolf privates old YouTube videos of her being a creep. Now she's been dropped by GFuel. GFuel has removed Sniperwolf's page from their website. Did they make a statement though? Did they tweet out anything? If they just quietly removed everything, I mean, like that's still good, but would have been nice as a sponsor if they actually said something though. I've never used a gun, says it right after putting 10 shots in someone. Yeah. I used to think she was hot when I was younger. Yeah, I don't know. When did this even oh, they tweet so much. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to go through here and find everything.
that shows she really doesn't.
Was the Sniperwolf also the main cover for getting paid to promote GFuel? She's got to be one of their largest creators, yeah. I'm sure maybe they cut ties quietly if GFuel just didn't want to be publicly facing about it. Yeah, I don't
understand what she did was fucked up. Also that she likely to...
Oh, you're saying like, wasn't she on the homepage? I don't know.
Doesn't expect to be...
I'm pretty sure Carnage was on the homepage for Pog Juice. Get your Pog Juice, guys. That's what I'm drinking right now. Carnage up. Unleash the Carnage Pog Juice.
Accountable. Which is a big aspect of this story because not only did Jack and others online say she needs platform, but that was something that Jack reiterated in a video that he uploaded to YouTube. But here's the thing, and YouTube, feel free to prove me wrong. I am 99.5% sure YouTube's not going to do a fucking thing. And as far as why, it's because she's one of their golden creators. She was even their keynote speaker at VidCon and they were gushing about her on Twitter. And the truth is, this has gotten to such a point, they can't claim, oh, we didn't see it. And so understand, if...
like after you make a purchase, there's that cover that said, get paid to promote GFuel, and I'm pretty sure it's her. Oh, yeah. Yep, after you make a purchase, yeah. I know exactly what image you're talking about, and that image is her, yeah. Also, Henry, she's also losing like 50% of everything to her husband or some shit like that. No, wasn't that... Wait, was Sniperwolf making that claim? No, I think you're thinking of Amaranth, which don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that ended up being kind of bullshit too.
If there is, as I expect, a lack of an action, that is an action. When you don't send a message, that is a message. And unfortunately, the one that YouTube may be sending here is a dangerous one. But hey, that is the story, some of my personal opinion. And now I pass the question off.
We'll see what the comments on this video say. I remember when Sniperwolf got run out of the gaming community for being such a leech and overall unpleasant person. That was like 8 years ago. Now she has 30 million subs somehow. LMAO, what the fuck? How Sniperwolf can claim she didn't dox anyone and doesn't know how to dox is just insane to me. She's clearly using her fame as a weapon and hiding behind ignorance. Also, reporting the truth isn't defamation. Yeah. Again, that's just a buzzword from somebody who either doesn't know the lingo, doesn't know the law, or is just trying to get her fan base on her side and just use words that like sound scary. Like she has no grounds for defamation. The fact that Sniperwolf still has a channel on Instagram after a full working day shows how little YouTube and Instagram actually care about the safety of its creators. Genuine ghoul behavior to keep her around. Yeah. She actually, like, think about that, guys. She went to another creator's house that she was having beef with, took a picture of their front door and posted it on her Instagram. How many followers does she have on Instagram? 5.6 million. I bet this has probably been going down though, actually, right? Actually, I want to see. Yeah, I got to see this. Has she been losing followers? No shot. You got to log into your social blade to view these metrics? What? Let's see if I can, maybe I just got to log in order to see her metrics. Yeah, here we go. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. Actually, that's really not that bad. In the grand scheme of things, that's actually not too fucking bad. Yeah, and here's like all those people just coming right back. What's up, Toxic Gamer? Just came back in. WTF is happening? Have I missed this whole section of drama? Can someone please fill me in? I'll be uploading this to my Henis highlights channel, but yeah, it's the SSSniperwolf drama where she just doxed Jacksfilms. It's just fucked up. She's one of these creators too. Like she's so much, some of the digs that I've given creators before in the past too, which is just like, there's some creators that like, they know how to make content and they know how to be entertaining, but they're not personable. You never watch an SSSniperwolf video and you're like, I want to watch, like I care about her as a person. I would want to watch her in other environments. Like she very much stays in her lane. You know what I mean? Like for having 34 million YouTube subscribers, you would think her Twitter engagement would be fucking off the charts, but I don't think it is. Or sorry, her X engagement. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not bad engagement, but for somebody with 34 million subscribers, you would think it'd be more. And listen, I'm not somebody who's going to come out here and shit on another creator for metrics, okay? I know where I stand and I understand the irony of what I'm saying right now. But I'm just like if you look at a creator, like creators that have an audience that give a shit about them will follow them everywhere. Like you really see this in the Minecraft community, right? With creators like Tommy Innit and like Dream, like those guys will get views on YouTube, but then they'll also get fucking crazy engagement on Twitter. Like Mr. Beast is another good example, even though I've kind of critiqued him for doing the same sort of shit, which is actually backtracking on. Have I literally not made points in previous live streams, guys, about how Mr. Beast content kind of feels impersonal and how it feels like he's not necessarily letting his personality come through in the content that he's making, and it just kind of feels very fast paced, very NPC, like just make sure you make every cut to keep retention as high as possible. He's literally made active efforts in his last couple of videos to make sure that his personality shows through a little bit more, that the personality of the people in his videos show through a little bit more. I've literally had this critique of Mr. Beast in the past, and now he's actually making this shift. Are you gonna go live again later? Yeah, I will. Now he's literally making a shift to make his content more personable, which is great. I love that. I just want chat. Dude, as somebody who's like Ben, I usually, as somebody who's really aware of all the strategies that creators use to keep viewer retention, right? Constantly reminds you of the end goal of the video. Really fast paced, just not leaving in enough moment for the story to really develop and marinate and let you really get a hold onto things. I was almost annoyed how good his last video was. His last video was fucking amazing. It was real. I was like angry watching it, how good it was. And granted, Mac, who's another creator, I think he used to edit for Airrack and he does his own thing now. He might still edit for Airrack, I'm not sure. But he's just an awesome personality too. Yeah, he's great. But yeah, I was like almost annoyed watching it. I was like, fuck, this is a really good video. Incels on the internet need to take all their anger and frustrations out at the gym. Why waste so much time being weak and angry when you can be stronger and work to have a better outlook on life? But yeah, anyways, there's my spiel, guys. That's the SSSniperwolf Jacksfilms drama. I'll be live later playing that Mineshaft Zombies map again. Hopefully you guys will tune back in. I'll be live, I don't know, probably in like an hour or two. Hopefully I'll see you guys there.